Alright guys, welcome back. This is another walkthrough on Essence Transfer Mastery levels. What I will be showcasing first is my alt character Felon over here that has done multiple class change testings. Before, I used to do it on my main. I'd play on my alt. I'd get essences, see how it felt on a low-res character, and if I liked playing the character, then I'd switch my main account to it. But what you do when you effectively have a piece of gear, instead of you used to going to the blacksmith and salvaging, if you were to try and destroy it or salvage it, it would give you a warning saying if you had an essence it, come to the essence transfer, click it, and then it would flash for you saying, hey, this is extractable. Or if you have multiple, you can just click multiple extraction, select all, costs 3,000 gold per extraction, and you extract the gear. Now what you're trying to do is overall get mastery level 4. So if you're starting out fresh, you're going to have a lot of grayed out pieces of gear. You're going to notice there's gear that is locked to specific hell levels. In order to get those dropped, you have to participate and play in the bare minimum, like hell level 6. You have to be in hell level 6 to get it at a minimum. So if you're playing in hell 8, you can still get this hell 6 drop, this hell 7 drop, or this hell 8 drop. Just keep that in mind. You just have to hit the bare minimum hell requirement that it does have. On top of that, if you class change and you get switched with all your reservist gear and you have all this essence gear that you want, you can come over here and you can immediately go back to the class you used to be and essence all that gear. So with that being said, let's run over and we'll do this simple test where we are going to class change. So we're going to use our free revert and we're going to revert to our prior class, or we could just use our one class change. So you can revert to your previous class. You may revert only once per character. If you revert, you're unable to change your class for 7 days again. So one thing to keep in mind, you only get one of those free reverts. So if you want to wait the 7 days and let's say you didn't like the way the class felt and you still had your revert, you can do your revert and it would change you back to that class. Now, if it's already been past 7 days, don't bother using that. Just use your normal class transfer and go, I want to change to a different class. So let's go to Demon Hunter. We switch, it says it's free to change to Demon Hunter. We click, you're going to get a email saying in your messages your class change was successful. It's going to put all this reservist gear. It's also going to put, because I went from intelligence to strength base, it's going to show all this gear I can no longer wear. I can't wear any of this gear. Everything I am wearing is reservist gear. So when you class change, the other thing to keep in mind is wear your highest set of gear when class changing. That way it keeps your combat rating up. And if you're going strength to strength or int to int, and you have a really nice ring, you can class change. It will make your reservist rings, and then whatever your lowest ring was, go over to the gear you could still wear and re-equip that, and it does boost your combat rating again. But the whole point of doing this class change right now is to show you I have all this necro gear. It is not reservist gear. What do I want to do with it? Do I want to just throw it in storage? No. That used to be the old way of doing it, was just putting it in storage. When you change back, you put that gear on. But now you can go and go, all right, I used to be a Necro. Let's go back to Necro. I have all this extractable gear. Let me extract it. And on top of that, it increased my Necro mastery level. And now it also freed up my inventory space. All right, guys. So with the mastery levels, this is what I wanted to come show you, is what it looks like when you are slowly leveling up your characters, finding the gear you needed, and getting that mastery level to max. So on my main account, I have Crusader, I have Monk, I have Barbarian, and I have Necromancer. Currently, mastery level 4 max. My Wizard is 3, and my Demon Hunter is level 2. So what you have to keep in mind is the whole reason your mastery level is basically leveling that up once you unlock it past 1 all the way to 4, just like having awakened piece of gear. So awakened piece of gear is this bottom half right here, getting a gem to 10 and awakening it within the dawning of the echo will give you an awakened bone spike increased damage. Now the second part is your mastery level part. So bone spike cooldown reduced by 3%. We come to the next piece of gear, bone spike damage increased by 18%, and then there's another cooldown for the awakening. So whatever skills you're using, whatever essences you have are effectively going to change and adjust to whatever you have. So if I were to put Golem on, and I equip the Golem and I put him on here, right now, it doesn't say anything at all, right? Well, if we come, just to make it easy, I'm going to change into my dungeon gear right now, where I have Golem and I have pets on there. And now, if we look at skills and we look at Golem, right here I have Poison Golem. So he deals his additional damage they take, and then right here, Golem damage increased by 18%. That is the mastery level. For it being mastery level 4, I get increased Golem damage, and on top of that, my command Golem life for my gem being rank 10 has an increased summons life by 10%. So all of that, effectively, if I'm running stuff, cooldown reduction on my skeletal mages, then the awakened piece of gear, skeletal mage, increased by 10%. All of that is affected by the gear that you are wearing and that you decide to essence transfer onto your gear to effectively make the mastery level change to what you want. So the only way to be effective is getting all the legendaries, and starting out, it's going to be hard because there's going to be so many legendaries for you to get. But as you get them, you'll eventually have them all. Like, I am still missing the head piece on this Necro, and that's all I'm missing. But as you do get it, eventually you're going to get duplicates, and it'll say 1 turn in gets you a level. Then it'll say you need 2 of the same item, then 3 of the same item, all the way until you finally get it to max, and then it defaults extract again for 1 glowing shard, which if you're at the Paragon level, it's going to give you it won't give you a glowing shard at all. It will give you a flowing shard, so don't worry about that. But if you are still missing gear like I am for this one piece, it will just extract it, and eventually it will turn to extract again for 1 shard. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you hit that bell notification so you can get more walkthrough tutorial videos. I will be making a lot more of these to help out players, because a lot of players are just now finding this game, probably because the D4 beta launch, a lot of hype got put out about it. There's quarterly updates that are coming. There's life balance. This game is in the best status it's been so far, and I personally think it's only going to get better. So remember, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye, guys.